All right, boys. Caught out about 150 ticks today, shorting the Nasdaq. I caught the only move to the short today, or at least from what I seen. I haven't really looked at market after. I caught this about 15 minutes into market open, or 10 minutes into market open. Maybe I don't know. First 15 minutes of market open, I was off, but I caught these 150 tick shorts towards the London low, and then we ended up going long for the rest of the day. I haven't really looked, but now's the time to recap with y'all boys. So let's get straight into it. To preface this, we had no real news. I think we had news at 9. We can check right here. So we did end up having pending home sales at 9 and unemployment claims at 7:30, which I'm pretty sure the unemployment candle was yeah, this candle right here. We did have a lot of extra volatility in the market, but I caught my trade before 9. Let's recap. So initially what I wanted to see was market come up, take out this 1 hour high, this 1 hour bearish flag gap, and we come towards the downside and take out these big draws on liquidity. We had this 1 hour low, this 5 minute low, and the London low right here. Although we could have also gone bullish. I did see this SMT on the 15-minute time frame pre-market, but I still did believe in the overall bearish time frame. I mean, look, this entire time we've been shitting down, and now we're retracing and consolidating a little bit. So I do expect us to go down, but I want to see a good liquidity sweep, right? So to preface this is where market opens. Boom, we come in, we sweep at the 5 minute high with the downwards reaction. Now we play around in this gap for a little bit, and damn, well, y'all seen the entire trade. But all right, so the trade ideals for this, right? It was, again, I've been taking these 1 candle trades, but they've been cashing me out. So we take out the 5 minute high and this 1 minute high right here on NQ. Now on ES, we take out this draw on liquidity right here as well, right, with the downwards reaction. On ES, it looks a little bit cleaner, right? We do end up invalidating this small 1 minute gap right here. However, on NQ, there's nothing really to invalidate, right? We have no real fair value gaps to inverse. However, in my head, if we're gonna be bullish, right? If we're gonna be bullish, because market opened taking out this 5 minute low and filling in this 5 minute bullish fair value gap right here. This 5 minute bullish fair value gap. But this is like a little hard to explain. It was also a gut play. So if we were going to be bullish, we would end up inversing this 1 minute gap right here, or even this 1 minute gap right here. However, we can't seem to inverse this for some reason. The reason being, right, is because we're not going to be bullish for right now. If we were going to be bullish, right, we swept out a 5 minute low, a 5 minute bullish for value gap. If we were going to be bullish, we would get a clean inversion towards the upside. That's not what we got. What we got is we got a short retracement to the upside, sweeping out 5 minute high. We get the first downwards reaction right here. We go down a little bit more. We retrace a little bit to the upside, and then we break structure again. Now, on that break structure, what do we have? We have a 5 minute sweep, right? We don't have an inversion, but we do have a reaction off 2 fair value gaps, and the fact that we're not inversing those fair value gaps, meaning that we are going to go towards the downside, and a 1 minute break of structure, right? All cases being, I decided this was a good point to go short. I think I ended up taking this trade 4 minutes into market open. We take profit at this London low, stop loss above this 1 minute high for a 1-to-1, basically 1-to-1 for 140 ticks. Nothing really insane, right? Obviously, we did have this 5 minute draw down here, but like, do I really want to take all that? Not really. Again, market ends up really shitting the bed all the way down here, and then we end up getting a reaction out of it. Now we're pushing towards the upside. I'm thinking, should I really take longs? Is there a point? And there we get more. And I guess that we do end up inversing this gap right here, and then just shitting towards the downside off of this fair value gap. See, the one thing that I've realized with nowadays price action is it's a little bit hard to like predict where price is gonna go. Like, I mean, just look at these candles. It's insane. And then we end up filling the fair value gap and getting reactions out of it. 1 minute inverse. That's decent. Wait, this is decently a good entry right here. Honestly, this is genuinely a pretty good entry. Targeting maybe a break-even point could be right here. And then like our real target could be like down here. That's kind of insane, honestly. I don't know. Maybe like this low right here. I don't know. I want to see how this plays out, though. I mean, we would have gotten break even right there. Oh, we would have gotten break even. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we would have gotten break even on that. But I don't know. Price is a little bit like, it's hard to like tell where it's gonna go. That's why I like taking my moves early, because like you could really, I don't know. Like, look at these candles, though. Like, you're getting like fucking 120 tick candles. Like, that's insane. And the same thing really on here. Again, we did end up getting the sweep. Reaction towards the downside. But another thing that made sense to me is right where this London low target and this 5-minute low target was, we also had these ES targets of this 1 hour low and this London low. So, like, I didn't really want to, like, extend my take profit down to this 1 hour low because I assumed that it wasn't going to hit out, right? Probably this 5-minute low should have been probably more ideal. But honestly, I just wanted to keep it simple and keep it P for today. Pretty easy win. Again, the wins have been adding up. While these are smaller wins that I normally end up getting, they have been adding up recently. And I'm not going to say that, but things are starting to fall back into fruition. Nothing really more to say, I guess, other than see y'all tomorrow. Really, really quick recap. I got to get to the gym, but this was just my ideals for this trade this morning. Appreciate y'all.